I greet you all. Let's talk a little about the incidents involving this girl. I mean this Comfort, this Akwa Ibom girl called Comfort. That had this recent issue with Ibom Air. Now we all know how the drama went and how it seems to have ended. Since they've released that, they have been ordered that she should be let go and all charges are banned against her lifted, which means they've freed her. Now, what lesson could you have learned from the whole thing so far? In case you haven't learned much, I will tell you there is a lot to be learned. But in all of that, it boils down to make money. Make money and make sure you get to the top. You must know who in Nigeria. Or else, what other people does and goes scot-free, you will do it and you'll be in kiri forever. It's that simple. We all know what happened. She was dragged down by all manner, being dehumanized. At the end of the day, they said she committed an unruly act against the aviation industry, whatever. As fast as they can, she found herself in kiri. That was just because she was a nobody or perhaps the daughter of a nobody. Whereas earlier, a man known as Kwam has did almost the same thing against a different airline called Value Jet. While the man was displaying his dirty attitude in the public, we saw this airport security men begging this man while the man carried out all manner of despicable attitude. What happened? They begged the man and nothing happened. He was not arrested. He never visited any prison. Whereas this young lady directly, she was thrown into kiri prison. What if the case of Kwanwan has not happened? Maybe voices prevailed or evidence, because we later got evidence as to what truly transpired inside the aircraft. The air hostess was the demon who perpetrated all the evil. We got evidence. There were witnesses. At least for goodness sake, there were passengers inside that plane who could have told the people what happened. But the security agency, the Nigerian government in their usual way, didn't wait to do a thorough investigation. They were so quick in throwing this girl into kiri prison. Because of what? She was the daughter of a nobody. Meanwhile, this Kwam Wan, that earlier did his own at the airport and nothing happened, has just been rewarded. I guess you've not seen it on the news. He said FG to appoint Kwam Wan as aviation security ambassador. And I can assure you this. The reason for this, because they cannot prosecute Kwam Wan. And maybe there are other persons in the past who have misbehaved in the airport. We still remember the case of a two-time governor of Edo State, former president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, former chairman of APC, national chairman of the APC, and a current service senator representing Edo North Senatorial District of Edo State, the person of Comrade Adams Oshomole. We are all aware of how he recently had issues with airpeace in Lagos Airport. He vertically, Adams Oshomole shut operations down on that airport on that day in Lagos. Nothing happened. Rather, it was the crowd begging him, I mean to say. Now imagine it was the son of a nobody that did that in the airport like Oshomole did. He will still be in prison now. So maybe they check all of this record and they was like, let this girl go. Maybe evidence now came out, fact now came out that she was truly offended. She's actually not supposed to be the culprit, but the air hostess. So maybe they got all of these findings and the federal government through the Minister of Aviation said, let her go, and eventually they let her go. Now you can remember now, how many people have I listed now that committed similar offense? Let's even assume she was guilty. Kwam Wan has embarrassed himself in the airport. Senator Adams Oshomole created a whole lot of sin in the Lagos airport. All of these people, you cannot dare them. You got the point now. So that means you have to be connected to who knows somebody or know somebody yourself or be somebody yourself to do anything in Nigeria and get away scot-free. Okay, let me draw you us to this again. Let me remind us in case we have forgotten. Look at the image I'm bringing out again now. That is Cubana Chief Priest and Bobrisky. If we still remember, this happened some time ago. They were both arrested by the EFCC for abuse of Naira. Bobrisky went to prison, and Cubana chief priest was said to have settled out of court. So I don't know why two people of the same crime, of the same offense, one can go to prison and the other one allowed to settle out of court. This is the country that we find ourselves. You get the point now? So that's just it. The message at the end of it all is just try and make money. This is how Nigeria encourage Nigerians, especially the young Nigerians, to go after chase of wealth desperately at the end of doing all manner of things. Because they are aware that getting to the top is the goal. How you get there doesn't matter. You get the point? So Nigerian government will not try. If you cannot punish offenders because they know who knows somebody, then our law system is rubbish. It should be trashed. There's nothing like law enforcement agency. Rather, they are agency against the poor, and which is very, very unfortunate and so sad. But before I go, unless I forget, this Ibom Air, I remember some time ago, if you guys still remember, why are they always involved in controversies like this? Do you still remember prior to 2023 presidential election, during the campaign, there was a certain man who was dragged down from the plane, who was shouting, obedient, obedient, obedient. You still remember? It was still on this Ibom Air. With all was an attempt to discredit obedient movement as at that time. I don't know if you still remember. In case you've forgotten, let me take us back to the video. Watch it.
Madam, you guys have to do that place. You have to move. I'm afraid of my glasses, so this man should not hit me. I am naked. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So can you still remember that drama? That was staged. We know that was staged during that campaign by the APC in their usual way to discredit the obedient movement that was really steaming and hot as at that time. But the question is, why always with the Ibom Air? The Ibom Air, is that something you want Nigerians to know? Or you want Nigerians to leave your airline for you? I leave Nigerians to react on that. Meanwhile, don't fail to comment what you think, your thoughts and opinion at the comment section. And meanwhile, don't also fail to share this video. See you again in my next video.